What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So we're going to do a quick stimulus package update. Just going to fill you in on what's been going on the last day. And there hasn't been much going on, to be honest with you. But we'll talk a little bit about that. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about are the letters. So we saw a letter. Nancy Pelosi sent out a letter to Steven Mnuchin. Steven Mnuchin fired back and sent off a letter to Nancy Pelosi. And at this point, it's been all politics for the last few weeks, and this just clarifies that. I mean, they're going back and forth about language, and Steven Mnuchin saying that, you know, he had to fire off a letter because she fired off a letter, and he wants to set the record straight, and he's talking about what they're planning to do, but he's not talking about what they're actually doing as far as what they actually sent to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is waiting for some clarification. And it looks like Steven Mnuchin and the White House have not come together with some type of answer, but they're working on it, and then they'll be sending it to Nancy Pelosi. So it's just, I mean, we're at a point right now where it's so close to the election, nothing is going to get done, and so we're looking for after the election. But it's pretty crazy because now Steven Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi, the people who are doing all the negotiating, they're not even talking face to face anymore. Now they're sending out letters. So that it's not a good sign, really not a good sign. Now, President Trump, of course, he's still talking about the stimulus package, and he had this to say. So we're going to go ahead and take a look what he has to say.
Me too. Okay. Anybody else?
What about what's happening?
We're going to have a tremendous, we will have, you want me to answer that one, Steve? Yes? We will.
Now, he paused here, and this is kind of interesting. I don't know if maybe they were setting this up for a commercial. Possibly could be a commercial because he was going to start, and then he stopped, and then he started again. So you could have had a cameraman back there. I don't know. This is all speculation, but he could have had a cameraman, his own cameraman, that was recording this while he was saying it. But I thought it was interesting how he started, stopped, then started again. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
We'll have a tremendous stimulus package immediately after the election. And I think we're going to take back the House. I think we're going to do very well in the Senate, a little bit more complex, frankly. And I think we're going to have a fantastic presidential election because nobody has done more than this administration in the first 3.5 years. There's never been a president or an administration that's done more than we have for our farmers, for our manufacturers, for everybody in terms of tax cuts, for our military. What we've done with the military in terms of budget, $2.5 trillion. We'll be completing the wall very shortly. We're up over 400 miles. Nobody has done what we've done, even close. So I think we're going to have a great election. People are going to realize that. That's why you have the big turnout. That's why you have the big crowds. So we'll see you there, okay?
So there was a president saying tremendous stimulus package coming immediately after the election. Now, this isn't the first time that he's made statements similar to that, larger than what the Democrats want. He's made these statements when it's come to the stimulus package. Nothing has come of it. And one of the biggest problems that I have with how this is being handled, and this is on all sides, is the fact that the president's not in the room. Mitch McConnell's not in the room. At least you have Nancy Pelosi in the room negotiating with the White House, negotiating with Steven Mnuchin. But Nancy Pelosi should be negotiating with President Trump. And I know Nancy Pelosi doesn't want to negotiate with President Trump, and President Trump doesn't want to even be in this whole negotiation period, but they need to do it. They need to come together. And now you have a president saying that we're going to have this, it's going to be tremendous, but he's not even playing a role in the whole situation. So how does he know it's going to be tremendous if he's not playing that role? He's not in there. He's not fighting for the American people. And that's one of the big problems that I have about this whole situation. If you want to talk big, you need to be the bigger person and go in that room and try to get things done for the American people. But we're just not seeing it. So I think we're looking at this, and yes, the president is saying this immediately. This is going to happen immediately after the election. I can't see it happening. Not at the current rate, not the way that we're going right now. I cannot see it happening. And if this is one of those situations where the president says, okay, after the election, I'm going to step in and negotiate, why didn't you do it before? I mean, we've had plenty of time for the president to step in. People are struggling right now. And the fact that we haven't had Congress and we haven't had the White House come together and try to figure out a solution, it just blows my mind. So I want to know what you guys think about this. So in the comment section, let me know what you think about it. And I mean, this is the second biggest disaster when it's come to COVID-19. The first biggest disaster are the deaths. And now we're looking at a situation where we can't even get our government to help out the American people. I mean, that is the second biggest tragedy when it comes to this whole situation. So I want to know what you guys think down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. Hit that little bell notification. That way you get notified. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.